We have breaking news. The suspect in the Florida assassination attempt on former President Trump has pleaded not guilty to all 5 federal charges. He's facing 1 count of attempting to assassinate a major presidential candidate, which carries a potential life sentence. He also faces 3 federal guns charges and 1 count of assaulting a federal officer. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer and ABC News Justice reporter Alex Mallon join me now with more. Brian, what do you make of this not guilty plea?
Pretty standard. Nothing special or unique about it from the reporting that we're getting from our correspondents in there. It lasted less than 5 minutes. So what typically happens in a case like this, not guilty and move on, and then let the wheels of justice turn. The defense going to be looking at the discovery, the information they're trying to use to prosecute him, and see where they can make ground and trying to push back on this case, and the prosecution will try to convict him.
Alex, this case was randomly assigned to Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon, who dismissed the classified documents case against the former president. So how significant is it that she's now presiding over this case?
Well, it's obviously significant for Judge Cannon because now she has yet another major case in front of her that obviously the public is going to be closely watching every step of how she handles it. Actually, typically in the Southern District of Florida, judges who are assigned to cases actually let the magistrate judges handle all the pretrial motions, and that's actually one of the things that set her handling of Trump's case apart from the usual course of business. So it's again, one of the things we're going to obviously be watching is whether she takes a more front-bearing, role in handling the detailed aspects of this case as it prepares for trial. And obviously, we're going to be watching closely to see whether either the defense team or the Justice Department moves for her potential recusal, because obviously, you look at the potential of a conflict here and the fact that she handled a major case involving the primary victim in this case involving Wesley Routh.
Brian, he's facing 5 charges. The most significant among them is this attempted assassination. Prosecutors say he wrote in a letter before his arrest about plans to assassinate former President Trump. I think he literally called it an attempted assassination, or an assassination attempt. So how do you think they're going to mount a defense now that he's pleaded not guilty?
Yes, when it comes to any criminal case, there are elements of the crime. And when it comes to an attempt, there are 2 parts of it. There's the intent as well as having the near completion of that act. So if you think about an attempted assault could be me trying to swing at a person and near missing. I think for a case like this, the defense has no leg to stand on when it comes to intent. It is very clear what Routh wanted to do here. The only argument they can make is that this was not near enough to be a near completion of the crime, that Donald Trump may not have been within his view or within his purview, that he could have made the shot or taken the shot, that it happened well before that near completion occurred. That's the only leg I think they can stand on, but that's still a tough shot to make.
Alex, what more are you expecting to learn about this investigation as this case moves forward?
Obviously, the Justice Department and the FBI said their investigation into Routh is very much ongoing. They're digging into things that are very complicated, like his financial ties or foreign ties overseas. We obviously know he made several trips to Ukraine. Was there any connection that they're building there to his efforts to try and assassinate former President Trump? This is going to be a very complicated case. Will they add charges? Will they add more details to the allegations? I think that's just one of the many things we're going to be watching moving forward here, Diane.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer, Alex Mallon, thank you both.